Hello, everybody. It is Friday. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to Friday. It is Friday. Everybody loves it. Friday. Woo, woo. Yes, it is. How are you this Friday? Welcome, everybody. Tell me about your day. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Hey, Adele, Dazzle, Kelly, Kitty, you're all here. Happy Friday. How was your Friday? What are you guys grateful for? Tell me about it. You get tomorrow off, Kelly. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is some self-care. I'm excited for you. That is very exciting. Not sure what day we're taking off this weekend yet. We are going back and forth. We're going to attend a virtual concert tomorrow night, but not sure which day this weekend we were going to take off. Awesome sales day and lots of sunshine. I like that, Kitty. That's awesome. That's great news. Love hearing news like that. Yeah, it was very cold here today. The wind was blowing and it was cold, but the sun was shining and people were out and happy. A lot of clothes out the door today. A lot of clothes. Happy to be here live, Michelle. We're happy to have you here live. It is great to have you here on this Friday. Once a month you get a Saturday off, Kelly? Well, that's awesome. You know, take it, enjoy it. Kick back and relax. Remember, self-care is important. You need that self-care day every week. You know, we call it Self-Care Sunday. It doesn't matter what day of the week you get it, but as long as you get it. And tomorrow's your day. Turn off the phone tonight. Turn it off. There's nothing you need. After this video tonight, turn it all off. That is my recommendation to you. I'm glad to hear everybody's in a great place tonight. I mean, we had a good day today, too. Also had a record backlog. You know, our processing team is caught up. All our metrics are in a great shape. Everything is below 30 days. It's just really awesome on our processing team, the job they're doing. So super excited about that. And the clothing is flying off the shelves, so with lots of it there's still more available, so if you're in the area this weekend, but or shop online, but that is an exciting thing. You know, there's just lots of good things happening. And the best thing is that you're here tonight on Friday. You know, we are at the end of week 50-51, people. You are at the end of it, week 50-51, and I am so excited to have you here. So excited to have you here. To be here with us tonight live. As we put this week, we got another day of it, but, you know, that's another day of sales ringing in your register on week 50/51, depending on how you're counting. Well, let's get to it, because I got some stuff I want to talk about tonight. Tonight, we're starting, like we do every night, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, we are on page 190, if you're following along, 190. Good morning. Look at you. Damn, you all right? They ain't ready for you. Boom, that is your good morning, people. That is your good morning. It is great to have you here tonight. I love this quote. And you know, Kitty talked about the sun shining today. But when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. Boom. Our friends, oh, hang on a second. Where's my, here, there's our trivia. It's Friday night trivia, people. Friday night trivia. One of these 4 stories is false. One of these stories is false. And which is it this week? Which story is the false story this week? Story number 1, Postmates took a jab at the pandemic. Postmates took a jab at the pandemic, kitchen fatigue, with its new anti-cookbook called Don't Cookbook. Number 2, a Chicago artist has made incense holders from the soles of Air Force One sneakers. Number 3, Japanese brand Mintia, M-I-N-T-I-A, has developed breath mints specifically for mask wearers. Or number 4, an Arizona-based furniture startup is releasing a book that doubles as a desk, a la Seinfeld. Remember the Seinfeld coffee table book that also became a coffee table? So this would be a desk, a book that doubles as a desk. So is it the anti-cookbook, Don't Cookbook? Is it the Chicago artist that made incense holders from the soles of Air Force One sneakers? The Japanese breath mints specifically for mask wearers? Or is it the Arizona-based furniture startup releasing a book that doubles as a desk, a la Seinfeld? We will see. Hey, Heidi's with us. How's things at the Daisy? Hey, Heidi, I used I lifted right from your email. It's breast mints, Michelle. I'm just saying. Breast mints. Heidi, welcome to the program. Kim, happy Friday. Heidi, I stole from your email this week, or last week. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. That's what they say at the Daisy. That's what we say here, too. Gap is predicting an apparel rebound as consumers emerge from the pandemic. No way! Gap executives said consumers are eager to buy the kinds of apparel that they have been able to forego during much of the pandemic, predicting a rebound in sales in the second half of the year after a difficult 2020. We're quite optimistic, Chief Executive Sonia Singhal said in an interview. We do think there's going to be this peacocking effect that happens as people emerge from COVID and dress to impress others. I'm dressing the way I dress. After the pandemic, so they are predicting it. They are predicting it. Other people are saying affordable retailers with a treasure hunt twist that have withstood brick and mortar headwinds better than most will reap the benefits of store restrictions being lifted as shoppers are vaccinated and see a full rebound. Okay, affordable resellers with retailers with a treasure hunt twist. Do you know any of those? Well, there you go, people. That is the news. The news is talking about you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, who's saying? Michelle is saying 2 is false. Or the breast mints. It is actually, Kitty is right. The furniture book, that the book that doubles as a desk, a la Seinfeld, is false. All the others are true. The new anti-cookbook called Don't Cookbook. I haven't looked at it, but is it a bunch of takeout menus? The incense holders from the soles of Air Force One sneakers. The breath mints for mask wearers. Those are all true, but the cookbook, the desk that's a book is not true. Yes, they are. And one of the things that analysts are saying, Kitty, so let's step into that a little bit. You are right that people will get tired of wearing sweats and PJs. But one of the things the analyst said that is going to be good for retailers such as ourselves is that a lot of retailers have stocked up. You know, you got to keep in mind when they were ordering for the spring, when traditional retailers were ordering for the spring, they were ordering sweats and PJs because that's what people were buying. So when they had to place orders 6 months, 9 months ago, there was no end in sight for this pandemic. Zero end. And now that there's an end in sight, people are hopeful and looking at buying dresses and buying outfits again. But they are, but traditional retailers won't have that. You're going to have to go someplace like your favorite resale store because the traditional retailers stocked up on the wrong merchandise. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. That is what is happening out there. In a second, I'm looking for an article I wanted to make sure I cover tonight. I've got so much going on, I just want to make sure I cover everything. That is forms and things. Ah, there it is. Which brings me... That is correct. We sold a bunch of dressers today, and that is exactly why. Because it is in stock, you know? And you can fetch more for it. You can get a little bit more because it's here today. It's here today. Our friends at ThredUp have filed for an IPO. In a move that demonstrates the continued popularity of the secondhand apparel market, ThredUp announced with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for an initial public offering. They listed the size of the offering as $100 million and is applied to be listed on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol TDUP. The number of shares and to be offered in the price range have not yet been determined. But here is what's interesting. Here is the most interesting part of their filing with the That's great, Michelle. I am thrilled that Resale World was able to teach you the difference between ascending and descending numbers. And I am thrilled. I am, quite honestly, thrilled with the support of all the affiliates of NARTS. All the affiliates, all the software vendors, everybody that is an affiliate of NARTS has stepped up in unbelievable ways during this pandemic to support resale stores around the country, and it has been truly amazing. So we are really blessed as an industry to have amazing affiliates that have really stepped up throughout this pandemic. Back to our friends at ThredUp for a second. So the most interesting thing in their IPO filing is not the IPO itself, okay, which is not a big surprise. Remember, a lot of these IPOs are insiders cashing out, so it's not a get-rich-quick for the little guy scheme. Although I do give ThredUp has the highest potential out of all the online ones to actually be profitable. So I following ThredUp is actually a good thing. But and the path they're taking. But their IPO, what makes their IPO interesting is in some of the comments. Absolutely, Adele. Kudos to our affiliate members. I need to do another reading of the affiliates one night. maybe next week when we're coming up, as we come up on things, I will work in the affiliate reminder, because they have been so we couldn't do it without them. We just couldn't. But the interesting thing that ThreadUp noted, okay, was in the notes of headwinds that would affect their business, okay? So what did ThreadUp specifically mention as part of the challenging environment? And this is as resale is expected to grow. The resale market is predicted to reach $44 billion by 2029, with 52% of consumers expected to spend more on secondhand fashion. And that, the segment would grow even further to become 17% of the overall apparel market share. So what headwinds did ThreadUp say in their report, in their securities filing, to prospective stock buyers? What is a potential headwind to their future success? And they specifically listed unemployment, okay, because of COVID, but specifically the unemployment of women because of COVID, okay? The large number of women that have left the workforce or been forced to leave the workforce because of COVID is going to directly affect their future success. It also listed that, okay, because women are the chief decision makers and spenders of the family budget, okay? And if they are not back in the workforce in large numbers, they have left in unprecedented numbers, okay, to care for family, to get their kid, to place lunch lady and school teacher, okay, and care for their families, okay, that if they aren't returned to the workforce in some meaningful way, that could severely impair ThreadUp's financial future. So it was a very interesting line to their IPO. And it's very true. I mean, I say it all the time. Men have the illusion of choice. Men have the illusion of choice. You know, yes, she's going to bring her husband to come see the new sofa. Chief decision makers, not cheap. Not cheap, Michelle. Chief decision makers. The women of the household are the chief decision makers. Men have the illusion of choice. Okay, I don't pretend to have any say in anything. I just like it when I'm not in trouble for not noticing the new sofa, okay, or the new dishes, or the new whatever in our household. You know, men are not the drivers of that. Men are not the ones that make that happen, and they aren't the ones that really make the decision on that. Okay, women drive the decision making on most of those purchases, even though men think they're involved. Okay? It is what I call the illusion of choice. It is the illusion of choice. Okay? It's like you can see this or that, okay? You can have the book that's also a desk, or you can have this new desk that I bought. You know, it's the illusion of choice. You don't really have a choice in this. So, as the man of the house, I do realize it, but I have 3 generations under my roof, Kitty, so I may have had it beaten into me at a younger age. But, you know, what, 95% of my workforce is women? So I do understand it. And I try to explain it to my fellow brothers out there, but not everybody gets it. They think they're in charge of this, and they're not. And it was, so that was really interesting that ThreadUp put that in their prospectus as a headwind. I found that part very, very interesting and very true. So But, you know, most people do not aspire to be the lunch lady. You know, this has been a really hard year on families and the women of the household who have become lunch lady and school teacher and everything else. Because even when both parents are home and the students are homeschooling, the students gravitate to the mother. Okay, that's because us fathers are useless. But they gravitate to there. You know, there's a reason they call it maternal instincts or something like that. But, you know, the fact that ThreadUp put it in their prospectus, that's big news, people. That is big news. What else we got going on here tonight? I put my glasses in my pocket. Disney plans to close 60 stores in North America as it shifts to a more e-commerce driven approach to retail. That represents 30% of Disney's 200 stores on the continent as of October. You know, I mean, Disney's having to make tough decisions like everybody else, but more stores are getting added than taken away right now. That's, you know, interesting stuff here. Elf Cosmetics is tapping Chipotle for its latest drop. They have teamed up for a limited edition, which features an avocado-shaped makeup sponge. I mean, is this what you've been missing? I mean, I understand. I told you I don't wear any makeup for this. But do you need an avocado-shaped sponge? And are you going shopping for makeup at Chipotle? I don't know. And as we head to an early Easter is early this year. It is less than a month away, people. Less than a month away to Easter. You know those Cadbury cream eggs are coming back, okay? The cream eggs are back. But what do you do to convert the people that aren't egg lovers, okay? I've never really been into the Cadbury cream eggs. But what do you do to get the people that are not egg lovers? You get the Cadbury Golden Gooberly. Okay, I know you're I know, Kitty, you are a Coors fan, but here is the Cadbury Gooberly beer. The Golden Gooberly Cream Stout is available on Goose Island Beer's website. You know, I'd like to say I'm making that up, but I'm not. I am not making that up. You know, stick to the eggs, people. Stick to what you're good at. And Michelle's got the avocado earrings, so maybe, Michelle, you can team up with Chipotle. They can get their cosmetics and your avocado earrings. Diane von Furstenberg, DVF as they known in the fashion circles, is shutting down their clothing rental service, DVF Link. DVF has pivoted. They're moving their rental clothing to Rent the Runway. They're going to have a major presence on Rent the Runway, is where they are going with it. Because you don't have enough to keep up with on social media, Twitter is testing a shop button. And when the user clicks shop, they're sent to a brand's online store. It It's meant for organic shopping content, but it could also be deployed as an ad unit. Twitter thinks that brands want to talk, people want to talk purchasing on the tweeter, while you're tweeting. I don't know. I don't tweet that often, but I get tweeted at, but I don't get tweeted. I don't do a lot of tweeting. I got a couple other things here for you tonight. Couple other things. I liked this quote as well tonight. We started out with Heidi's quote on being the sunshine, and this one here for you. Don't stir all the warmth out of your coffee. Drink it. Drink the warmth. Drink the warmth. Don't stir all the warmth out of your coffee or tea if you're a tea person. Drink it. There you go. The National Chambers of Commerce and other business groups are pushing Senate leaders to include an extension to the PPP loan in the upcoming pandemic relief bill. It's iffy if that'll get added in. I mean, they're adding in lots of fluff in this $1.9 trillion bill. Whether that extension, administrative extension, would get thrown in there or not, at this point tonight, I have no idea. But so if you have not gotten your PPP, again, get your application in. Like I've told you. Hey, Jennifer, great to have you here tonight, live with us. But there is a push on that. There's a lot going on this bill. We will sort it out over the weekend as it develops. I have a lot of developments over on my desk sitting there to talk about. I'm waiting for a couple of them to be hashed out a little bit more, so that we know what closer to what the final bill is going to look like here. But there is some pressure on them to include an extension to the PPP. I don't know that that's going to happen, though. I don't know that that's going to happen. Keep in mind, this is likely to be whatever is in this final bill is likely to be the last big relief bill that's coming out there. It is. But you people have made it. You're at the end of week 50/51. You guys are amazing. Oh, amazing. Tomorrow is Self-Care Sunday Eve. We'll be announcing this week's Recipe of the Week. If you want to be the Recipe of the Week, you have a recipe that everybody should have, just email it to me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil, at ECIstores.com. That's where you find me, and you too could be the Recipe of the Week, your recipe. Not Chipotle makeup here, I'm just saying. This video and everything that I talk about, goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I'm telling you. All the files, everything I talk about, the recipes of the week, the entire Resale Strong cookbook is there. And a link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. Yes, it did. Yay, Kitty, I'm glad you got in on the FedEx grant. Applying for that. Get your applications in, people. Apply. Don't stop applying for these grants. I'm telling you. Keep it all going. All this is over at narts.org/resale strong. And it's all nice and organized there, so you can share it with all of your friends. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. We want to help everybody across the finish line, so share it with all your friends. I'm here every night at more 8 than ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you were not here at the top of the program, we are on page 190 tonight. Good morning. Look at you. Damn, you all right? They ain't ready for you. Our good night tonight is good night. Dang, check you out. Told you they weren't ready. Rest all that greatness. There's your graphics, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a Saturday Night Live party. I don't know. When we party again, I will be there with you. I can tell you that. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. It's time for dessert. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great night.